executive principal at Idea Bridge Charter School in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Curtis, it's really great to have you with us. It seems to be just an incredibly daunting task right now for educators, weighing the concerns of parents, the health aspect of this, children, but also trying to do the best thing for developing students when it comes to their education. What have you guys decided to do in terms of the fall, and what factors have weighed into your decision?
Yeah, so it has not been easy. It has been a challenge and difficult for us to what degree do students come back so that we can continue learning. Things that have driven our decision is when we look at the students that we serve from underserved communities, we find that strictly online learning can lead up to a whole 1 year of loss, and so we have moved towards doing a combination of virtual and on campus learning at this point. But as things change and more cases of coronavirus rise, the governor may make another change. School board and school leaders and superintendents may make another shift. But as of right now, we were looking to do a combination of virtual and in-place learn in school on-campus learning, following CDC and health officials' guidelines.
Curtis, I've seen other schools in districts kind of taking a similar approach to this. They're saying that parents can either opt to have their kids continue to do distance learning online, or they can take the option of coming into the classroom. But if you choose one route, you kind of have to stick with it for a little bit and then alternate. But in terms of, I guess, in classroom learning, let's say, what are the precautions that you're taking to sort of maintain the safety of students? It can be difficult sometimes, especially here in the United States, when you have larger class sizes.
Yes, yes. So actually, with IDEA, I mean, we've invested a lot of funds to make sure that we can make the environment as safe as possible. And so, even with large class sizes, we've reduced class size to spread out to 15, 16, based on being 6 feet apart. We're installing face shields or sneeze guards on the desks at which students can teach. We've invested in one-to-one learning. And so every scholar will have their own Chromebook, so we're able to live stream for those who stay at home. And as we spread students out into different classrooms, the teacher teaching can also stream into other classrooms, so we can maintain the social distancing that's required, as well as keeping that room as safe as possible and not meeting our population limits within the classroom, being that Louisiana is at phase 2. So we've invested a serious amount of funds to make it as safe as possible.
hmm Curtis, how do you guys plan to manage if there is, in fact, a case of the coronavirus that's discovered within your school?
Yeah, so we're very fortunate that we've partnered with a hospital organization here who runs our clinic, and as an organization, we have set up protocols to what we need to do if a case comes, or what we need to do to prevent a case. And so, when students and teachers come, we're doing the temperature check. There are also random temperature checks during the school day. If there happens to be someone who seems to show those symptoms during the school day while they're in the building, we have two places within the building where they will be able to go. And our hospital organization partner, as well as our human resources department, has steps that needs to be taken to see if they actually have the virus, what's the level of quarantine that they have to do, the 14-day self-quarantine. And we've also helped folks out with adding additional days in their pocket if they happen to be one that contracts COVID. So we have those protocols. Our operations folks are on top of that. The hospital organization is definitely on top of that. And we're sharing that with our staff and also sharing that with our families, so they know that what we're doing, just in case that does happen.
All right. Well, that is certainly a challenge ahead. Curtis Lawrence, we appreciate you being with us, and we wish you the best of luck in the fall.